Radio 1450. And Pags gave me the thumbs up. We're going to go to the phone lines here and talk to young junior quarterback Evan Carlson. Let's go to the phone lines and I'll see if we can get him on here. Hi, Evan. How you doing?
Not too bad. How about you guys?
Good, man. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear.
Hey, perfect. Well, listen, I've been following all the posts on social media, and I saw that you were down at the Peyton and Eli, the Manning Passing Academy, the camp there. First and foremost, what was the experience like for you?
The experience was awesome. You know, going out there, playing with college quarterbacks at that kind of level, and being able to meet Eli and Peyton was a great experience. I got to experience a lot of, you know, playing at that kind of level. It was awesome. You know what I mean? Yeah,
and one of the things I was telling the guys here, and I know there are a lot of big-time, you know, quarterbacks there from all over the country, the experience to just be there and see those guys and how they prepare and, you know, just to see the athleticism and all that, being around some of the top quarterbacks in the country had to be pretty special.
It was. And you also get to see, like, what goes through their head, and you get to hear all the cool stories from them. And it was really interesting to hear what they had to say about it.
Who were some of the guys that you were able to meet out there?
For the college level, I got to meet Ty Thompson, the Oregon starting quarterback, Drew Pine, the Notre Dame quarterback, a few other quarterbacks, but those were the main ones. Spencer Rattler was another one. They were all great guys. They all had amazing attitudes towards the game and all the kids, which was awesome to hear.
So when you go through the drills, I would imagine that they said it's probably one of the most structured camps in the country, and it doesn't surprise me, being that Peyton and Eli come from a guru of football family there with Archie and Cooper and so forth. When you went through some of the drills and stuff, how was the coaching? What was it like to be doing some of those drills with those guys watching?
It was a little stressful at first, but then when you started to realize, like, everyone makes mistakes, so it was kind of, you know, go out there, do your best, and if you made a mistake, they'll correct you on it. They wouldn't like do anything mean, like they wouldn't hurt your feelings, I guess I could say. They knew what to say. Like, they weren't out there making some stuff up. They were just they were out there coaching and doing their job.
What were some of the advice that some of the guys gave you?
Don't let anything get into your head, basically. Like, don't let any mean people or any bad communities. Just do your thing, ball out, and just kind of, you know, play your game at your own speed.
So what type of, did they have any skill challenges, any 7-on-7 games, stuff like that?
They did. They had 7-on-7 games towards the end of the days. I had my team. My team was called the Argonauts. We ended up going 5-0, and the team was awesome. I had an awesome team. I had a kid on my team who was going into his senior year. He was he was committed to Baylor, and he's a running back. He was super nice, and he was awesome. He was a really good player, and it was cool to be able to play that kind of experience with them.
And I saw and you might be too young for this, but I saw you guys went down in the big Winnebago there. It was pretty cool. But it reminded me of the John Madden, the Madden Cruiser, because he never used to fly. What was the road trip like in the RV?
The road trip was very long, but it was fun. It was a fun experience with my family. I loved it, every minute of it. You know, spending time with them and seeing. It was one hell of a way to go across the country and see all the cities and all that.
Yeah, and Evan, I was telling the guys here, because I quarterbacked at RFA way back in the day. I graduated in '98. In my '97 year, we went and played in the state championship. We played against Roosevelt High School, and we lost 20. I think it was 27-14 or 27-16. And my junior year, I was at Penn State. I went down to Florida State. I went to camps all over the place and was able to compete against some of the best kids in everywhere in the U.S. To see what the talent was like. And I remember when I came back for my senior year, I said, you know what? There's not going to be any kid that I play against that's going to be nearly the talent that I just played, against at some of these camps. And I really think for me, that gave me more confidence because, at our position, when you play quarterback, you got to have the confidence to play the position. But for you, coming back from that, you got to be coming back with confidence through the roof after coming back and competing against some of those kids.
Absolutely. I'd say my confidence is very high. I went going against kids who were 4 stars, 3 stars, and even just playing with them, having those conversations. Coming back, it's interesting, but it's still like my team and kind of like my family, So coming back, it's like I feel at home, and I feel ready to play for this season.
So what's some of your, the strengths, weaknesses for you? What are some things you'll be working on throughout the summer to get ready for the new year here?
A few things I could work on is definitely anticipation on throwing the ball, just knowing where my receiver is going to be, and kind of just working out with the team and getting more of a team bond going. So that way when we come towards the season, we're all ready and we're ready to win some games.
And how about some expectations for you this year and the team, again, coming up for the upcoming season here in Rome?
My expectations are, let's go out there, have fun, put a smile on our face, look around a little bit, and go win some games. RFA has been dogged for years because 80s and whatnot, so I guess we're just trying to bring some of it back, trying to win some games.
Well, it would definitely be nice to see you guys, and Coach DeCola is always on my podcast with me, so I'm always pulling for you guys. And I don't know if you're going to be working the clinic. My son's going to be. He won't be at the clinic the first week. He'll be away, but he'll be there the last 3 weeks. So hopefully you get a chance to get to meet my son. I'd love to get a chance to meet you in person and connect with you, but we'll be following you this season.
Oh, absolutely. I'll be there every day.
Sounds good. Well, listen, best of luck to you. We appreciate you taking the time this morning to come on and go Black Knights.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys for having me.
You got it. Thanks, buddy.
Best of luck.
Yep.
You know what? You think about that again. You're out there with the biggest Division I quarterbacks in the country.
Yeah, I think it only makes them better. It only makes them makes Rome football better because now you got a kid who